Hey friends and fellow YouTubers, welcome back to my corner in my RV as we together individually navigate this roller coaster ride that we are on in 2021. So if you're here or watching the politics in the United States, things are happening all over the world. But in the US, you saw on the 6th, we clearly had our first drop in that roller coaster. And now we're coasting. Maybe we're ticking up a little bit, getting ready for the next drop because we're going to fly down. According to the astrology, there's going to be a couple bumps and then a big drop again on the 20th, our inauguration day. So it's important for each one of us to try and maintain our center and to maintain our focus on our own individual futures in order to assist the collective in moving forward on the path that we want to take, not the path that we don't want. Love if you would hit that like button, leave me a comment, let me know that you are here. And if you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. Help me build my channel. Hit the little bell to be notified when I post a video. We'll pull some cards. We'll talk about being intentional. It's just a reminder for me, for you, for whoever sees these videos to be intentional. It's a reminder for us to envision the future that we want. It's something that the more often that we can envision, especially with emotion, our future, the sooner the experiences that we want will come to us in our lives in spite of what's happening around us. So something that I've noticed that may affect our trajectory as we're creating our futures in the collective, I have noticed that there is a belief that creating our reality means choosing our perception of the physical manifestations of life. And that's not really how it works, because a rock is a rock. A rock is not the ocean, and you can't perceive the rock to be the ocean and have that be a reality. And that's kind of a little bit what's happening in our collective, and especially with younger people. Mind you, our older generations, myself, may not recognize that we are creating reality. That's not a thought process that they may have engaged with in their lifetime. But as younger people choose to think that means that they can create their own perception into what they want, that is going to be where people who have intentionally pre-paved a path that is something that feels good to them, as we add those to the collective, our paths with our purpose and our intention, we will help balance out some of that perception that may just not be so. We are on a trajectory, and there are many alternate realities available to us. And we want to pave our best possible reality in the future for humanity as a whole, and hope, because we will come back and we will be part of that humanity. So we want to pave ourselves our best future for our future lives, should we choose to come back to this planet. Now, a lot of people think I'm never coming back here, but we get to the other side and we're like, oh no, I'm not done yet. No, I got more work to do down there. And zoom, we come back down again. So let's see what the cards have for us today on building our best future for our future reincarnations. I love that. So I pulled the Roots and Wings Oracle, which I don't usually use oracles, but I have them. And so let's pull one or two cards about our future from the Roots and Wings Oracle before I pull out the Osho Zen Tarot. Osho Zen is a little darker. more for shadow work I use it, but these are dark times. So what do you have for us for building our future humanity here on the planet? Spiritual guidance and goodness. So what the Osho, the Roots and Wings Oracle gave us spiritual guidance and goodness. So this is our time to connect with ourselves and to go within and find our own guidance and to find our way to always, as often as possible, be our best self in goodness. So when we, in my generation, past generations, we didn't grow up being taught that we had a purpose and that we should, maybe some of you were taught to be your best selves. I was not taught. I didn't grow up in a neighborhood where my friends were taught to be their best selves. So this is a time in this shift of humanity for us to recognize that our finding our best qualities will help us in assisting in this movement in humanity. Because as every individual is working in their best, the things that they are best at and the things that they are passionate about, we will collectively create a more satisfied community in the age of Aquarius, in the age of air. So let's see what Osho Zen wants to tell us this morning. Well, I see there. Intensity. The Knight of Wands. This is a very intense time, and there are passions running rampant on the planet in all directions, all over the world. So it's a time to take note of the passions going on. And the card of the Four of Wands in this deck, called Participation, is, I'm going to say, to participate in the milestones that we make as we are moving forward in life. The Four of Wands is about, when I say milestones, it is weddings and it is graduations and it is stepping into a new part of your life. It is I'm going to call it a graduation. It is some graduation, whether you're getting married, you're graduating into a life of partnership, or whether you've graduated college and you're stepping into the professional world. This is our time to focus on life's accomplishments and milestones with our own intensity, regardless of what intensity is happening outside around us. Okay, and so for this week, what can we look at this week? Some card wants to come out. Receptivity. This is the Queen of Cups. This is our time to open our hearts and to pour love out into humanity as much as possible, and we will receive in our giving. When I do my morning meditation and light work, I often put my arms up as I feel the light come up from the earth and up into the heavens. And this is the receptivity of all that is. This is giving and receiving the light of the universe as we are shifting the density of the physical planet and our physical bodies, which are all made of light at different frequencies and different rates of vibration. Letting go. really take a look around. What are we holding on to that we need to walk away from? Whether it is a focus on something outside of ourselves, whether it is denying the ability for us to be all we can be, whether it is leaving a physical location if you're in a place where you don't want to be. And this is a terrible time. It's COVID. How do I move? How do I find a new place? This is our time to walk away from what is no longer serving us and step forward into our heart's desires, even through the difficulties that we see outside around us. This is what is going to bring us into a place of feeling the glow of receptivity. And the Knight of Swords says, don't let the thoughts in your mind block you and control you and stop you from having all that you want in your life. This is our time, when I say to be intentional, to see what habits we have. Everything we do is basically habitual. We get up, we go to the bathroom, we put clothes on or take clothes off, we brush our teeth, we make our coffee, we make a phone call, we look on social media, whatever it is, we walk the dog. We have become habitual so that we are operating by rote, and that is blocking us in our mind from opening up to the receptivity of all that we are. So, we're being asked to let go of those thoughts, to allow ourselves to be open and let go of whatever isn't serving us, that's holding us in this thought pattern of I can't, I don't know how, there's not enough money, it's COVID, who will show me. So this is a time to just let all that go. Let that go and focus on being a connected, receptive being. And you might not feel it this afternoon. You might not feel it tomorrow morning. But a few years go by and you'll go, oh, that. I remember. I set that intention. I am now where I wanted to be back then. And then you can say, all right, where do I want to go next? Now I see how it works. I wanted to be here. I'm here. Okay, where do I want to go? Let's pave that path. So we are affecting a shift in humanity, you and me, together, however it happens. Thanks for the partnership. See you next time.